Proteins Part 5. In this second lecture of oxidation of amino acids, we are going to study about the pathways of amino acid catabolism and the amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme. Let us start. Pathways of amino acid catabolism. The degradative pathway of all the 20 amino acids converge at one of the 7 molecules, and these 7 molecules are pyruvate, acetyl coenzyme, acetoacetyl coenzyme, oxaloacetate, fumarate, succinyl coenzyme, and alpha ketoglutarate. These metabolic intermediates may either be utilized in the synthetic pathway as gluconeogenesis, or they may be incorporated into tricarboxylic acid cycle and they oxidize to produce carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. 5 of the amino acids, alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, tryptophan, on degradation give rise to pyruvate, and then this pyruvate get converted to acetyl coenzyme. 5 another amino acid, leucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, tyrosine, on oxidation give rise to acetoacetyl coenzyme, and then this acetoacetyl coenzyme give rise to acetyl coenzyme. These acetyl coenzyme may either be utilized in the biosynthesis of fatty acids, or they may enter the citric acid cycle. 2 amino acids, asparagine, aspartate, on oxidation give rise to oxaloacetate. 2 another amino acid, phenylalanine and tyrosine, give rise to, on oxidation give rise to fumarate. 4 amino acid, isoleucine, methionine, threonine, valine, give rise to succinyl coenzyme, and 4 amino acid, arginine, glutamine, histidine, proline, on oxidation give rise to glutamate, and then glutamate can give rise to alpha ketoglutarate. Thus we see that the amino acid on degradation give rise to these 7 important molecules, and based on the requirement of the body, these molecules may either utilized in the biosynthetic pathway, or they may enter the tricarboxylic acid cycle, and these molecules oxidize to produce carbon dioxide and water, and the energy is released. Based on the catabolic products, the amino acids are classified as glucogenic or ketogenic amino acid. Glucogenic amino acids are those amino acids that generates the precursor of glucose, and the precursor of glucose are pyruvate or citric acid cycle intermediates. While ketogenic amino acids are those amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme or acetoacetyl coenzyme, and these amino acids are referred to as ketogenic amino acid because they give rise to ketone bodies. What are the amino acids? Let us see this table. Classification of amino acid as a glucogenic or ketogenic amino acid. Glucogenic amino acids are alanine, arginine, asparagine, aspartate, cysteine, glutamate, glutamine, glycine, histidine, methionine, proline, serine, threonine, and valine. These amino acids on oxidation or on degradation give rise to pyruvate or any one of the intermediates or citric acid cycle. While only one amino acid, leucine, belongs to the ketogenic category, and leucine is only one of the amino acid that on degradation give rise to acetyl coenzyme or acetoacetyl coenzyme, while 5 another amino acids belong to both the glucogenic and ketogenic category. They may, on degradation, they may give rise to either pyruvate or citric acid cycle intermediates, or they on degradation they may also give rise to acetyl coenzyme or acetoacetyl coenzyme. Thus they are both glucogenic and ketogenic category. Isoleucine, and under this category the amino acids are isoleucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tryptophan and tyrosine. The division between the glucogenic and ketogenic amino acid is not sharp. Now in this lecture we will study only those amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme, and 10 amino acids are come under this category, and these amino acids are, let us once again see this pathway, and 10 amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme are first alanine, cysteine, glycine, serine, tryptophan. These amino acids first degraded to pyruvate, and then pyruvate give rise to acetyl coenzyme. Thus we see that these 5 amino acids on oxidation give rise to acetyl coenzyme, while 5 another amino acids that on degradation give rise to acetyl coenzyme or acetoacetyl coenzyme are leucine, lysine, phenylalanine, tryptophan and tyrosine. Another amino acid, one more amino acid is isoleucine that on degradation give rise to acetyl coenzyme. And in this lecture we will study the degradative pathway of these 10 amino acids. First we see that the amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme, and these 5 amino acids that are directly degraded to acetyl coenzyme through pyruvate, and the 5 amino acids that are degraded to acetyl coenzyme through the pyruvate are first alanine, second tryptophan, third cysteine, fourth serine and the fifth one is glycine. Let us start with the alanine. Alanine yields pyruvate directly on deamination with the alpha ketoglutarate. The alpha ketoglutarate, after acquiring the amino group, converted to glutamate, and the enzyme that catalyzes this reaction is alanine aminotransferase. It is a PLP dependent enzyme. The second amino acid is tryptophan, and the side chain of this tryptophan is cleaved, and it is cleaved to yield the first alanine, and the alanine thus converted to pyruvate. Third amino acid is cysteine. Cysteine is converted to pyruvate by two steps. In the step first, the sulfur atom of the cysteine is removed, and in the second step, transamination reaction, the cysteine is converted to pyruvate. The fourth amino acid is serine. Serine is converted to pyruvate by the enzyme serine dehydratase, and this enzyme is PLP dependent. It removes both the alpha amino and beta hydroxyl group. As a result, serine is converted to pyruvate. And the fifth amino acid is glycine. Glycine is first converted to serine, and then serine is converted to pyruvate. In the first step, glycine is converted to serine, and this reaction is catalyzed by serine hydroxymethyl transferase. This enzyme transfer a methyl group from N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate to glycine. As a result, serine is formed, and this serine is then converted to pyruvate. This pathway of conversion of glycine to serine is very common in bacteria. There is another pathway of breakdown of glycine, and this pathway is here. In animals, this pathway is very common. In animals, the glycine is degraded to carbon dioxide and ammonia, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme glycine synthase. In this reaction, the methyl group is accepted by the tetrahydrofolate from glycine to form N5N10 methylene tetrahydrofolate. As a result, glycine, we see that the glycine has a two fate. Either the glycine may be converted to serine by the enzyme serine hydroxymethyl transferase, or glycine may be converted to carbon dioxide and ammonia by the action of enzyme glycine synthase. Now some of the amino acids are degraded to acetyl coenzyme and or acetoacetyl coenzyme. And these amino acids are tryptophan, lysine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, isoleucine. These amino acids yield acetyl coenzyme and or acetoacetyl coenzyme. This acetoacetyl coenzyme then converted to acetyl coenzyme. First we will study the degradation pathway of tyrosine. The degradation of tryptophan, degradation pathway of tryptophan. The degradation pathway of tryptophan is most complex of the amino acid catabolism in animal tissue. The portion of tryptophan yields acetyl coenzyme. The portion of tryptophan gives rise to acetyl coenzyme by two different pathways. First via pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme, or first it gets converted to acetoacetyl coenzyme and then acetoacetyl coenzyme give rise to acetyl coenzyme. This pathway completed in 9 steps. Some of the intermediates of tryptophan catabolism are required as a precursor for biosynthesis of some other important biomolecules. For example, nicotinate or niacin. It is a precursor of NAD or NADP. Another important intermediates of tryptophan catabolism is indole acetate, which is an important plant growth factor. And third one is serotonin. It is a neurotransmitter. Thus, the intermediates of tryptophan catabolism are used or utilized as a precursor for biosynthesis of some other important molecules. Now, degradation of leucine. Leucine is first deaminated by transamination to produce alpha ketoisocaproate, and this alpha ketoisocaproate by series of reaction give rise to acetoacetate and acetyl coenzyme. Now, degradation of isoleucine. The isoleucine is degraded to acetyl coenzyme and propionyl coenzyme by 6 steps. The propionyl coenzyme joins the threonine pathway to produce the succinyl coenzyme, and total 9 steps are required. 6 plus 3, 9 steps are required to produce this succinyl coenzyme. Now, the degradation of lysine. Degradation of lysine. In the initial stages of the degradation of lysine, the two amino group present in the lysine are removed, and this removal of the amino group produces the alpha ketoadipic acid, and the degradation of this alpha ketoadipic acid follows this pathway similar to the degradation of tryptophan. This degradation alpha ketoadipic acid follows the same pathway as the degradation of tryptophan, and the end product of this pathway is acetoacetyl coenzyme. This acetoacetyl coenzyme then gives rise to acetyl coenzyme. Thus we see that tryptophan, lysine, tryptophan, isoleucine and leucine give rise to acetoacetyl coenzyme, and then this acetoacetyl coenzyme give rise to acetyl coenzyme. Now, the degradation pathway of phenylalanine and tyrosine. The degradation pathway of phenylalanine and tyrosine. the phenylalanine is first converted to tyrosine. And this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. As a result of this enzyme, phenylalanine hydroxylase, the phenylalanine gets converted to tyrosine. And then this tyrosine is converted to acetoacetate. Let us once again see this reaction in detail. Catabolic pathway of phenylalanine and tyrosine. Phenylalanine is, in the first step, phenylalanine is degraded to tyrosine, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. As a result, tyrosine is produced. In the next step, transamination of tyrosine occur to produce alpha keto acid, and this alpha keto acid is para-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate. This reaction is catalyzed by transferase enzyme, and this transferase is tyrosine aminotransferase. The para-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate then reacts with oxygen, and it reacts with oxygen to produce homogentisate. In this reaction, the carbon atom is lost in the form of carbon dioxide, and hydroxyl group is added to the phenyl ring to yield the homogentisate. This enzyme catalyzing this complex reaction is para-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate hydroxylase. It is a dioxygenase enzyme because both the atom of oxygen become incorporated into the product. In the next step, this homogentisate is oxidatively cleaved, or the phenyl ring of this homogentisate is cleaved to form the malonyl acetoacetate. And this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme homogentisate oxidase. It is also a dioxygenase enzyme. Nearly all cleavages of the aromatic ring in the biological system are catalyzed by the dioxygenase enzyme. Malonyl acetoacetate is then isomerized to its transform, and this transform is fumaryl acetoacetate, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme malonyl acetoacetate isomerase. In the last step, this fumaryl acetoacetate is hydrolyzed to form fumarate and acetoacetate. This acetoacetate is then activated to form acetoacetyl coenzyme, and this reaction is catalyzed by beta ketoacyl coenzyme transferase. Thus, we see that phenylalanine and tyrosine both are degraded into two fragments. The 4 carbons of the out of the 9 carbon atom of phenylalanine, the 4 carbon atom yields acetoacetate. 4 carbon atom yield acetoacetate, and the 4 carbon give rise to fumarate. In this way, the phenylalanine is degraded to acetoacetyl coenzyme. In this lecture, we will study the degradation pathway of 10 amino acid, and these 10 amino acids are either degraded directly to acetyl coenzyme, or they may degrade to first pyruvate, and then pyruvate get converted to acetyl coenzyme. For further reading, I would like to suggest textbook of Biochemistry by S.N. Gupta and Fundamentals of Biochemistry by Jain and Jain. Thank you for watching.